Hi, it's Jared OD here at Dynamis, and today I wanted to share with you a tip that I picked up when I was working quite intensively with teams who look after older people in care, perhaps those living with dementia or other stress-related behaviors that might be exhibited by older people who are in hospital, perhaps suffering with delirium and so on. But the tip is called "Who's Really Confused?" And I'd like to use this example with you. Staff have reported to me on many occasions that they've seen a older member of their care group or the patients in their hospital moving down a corridor and stopping next to a bin. And they'll start to arrange their clothing in such a way as to get ready to use the bin as a toilet. So they'll be hitching things up, pulling things down and so on, and looking at the bin, getting ready to squat over it. And this behavior can be really confusing and strange to staff. So we'll hear things like patient exhibits bizarre behavior, confusing behavior, and so on. And I want to challenge that with you. Because when we observe somebody who's doing that, we can feel very confused about what we're seeing. And we can think that it's very bizarre and strange. However, if we seek to understand the other person's perspective and actually see through their eyes, then what we might see is that they're appropriately using a device that they came across, which they recognize as a toilet, at a time when they feel the call of nature, when in their own home, or as they might perceive it, they're quite entitled to use the toilet right then and there, and it's the appropriate thing to do with the appropriate device at the appropriate time. So even though we might be observing those behaviors and think that they're very confusing, bizarre, strange, actually, if we seek that person's perspective on events, we'll see that they're acting appropriately to their perception of what's going on in their context. And context is really important, as we know. So I want to challenge you with that today. We say, who's really confused, in order to seek that person's perspective, especially when it comes to dementia. It can really help us to understand behaviors that are challenging, distressed, and so on. So I hope that was a helpful tip. Thank you very much for listening.